Lincoln Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Corey Leonard, AAA Window Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Timbercrest Veterinary Service, the Lincoln Park District, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln College, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, St. Clara's Manor, Eaton Corporation, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Citizens to elect Kevin Bateman for Lincoln Mayor, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Denise Costello Salon at 416 Holly Drive, Gary's Drywall, Finishing, Painting and Power Washing, Connect Construction, Lincoln Dare, AG Farms, and by Stuffteria Pizza.
As we said, from historic yet new look Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium in Collinsville, it's the week between Christmas and New Year, and that means for the Railers and Railer Nation, a trip down to Collinsville for the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. The Railers come in as the number 8 seed, taking on the Tigers of Urbana. The Railers entering the contest at 8-1, Urbana at 4-6. And the Railers hope to continue their winning ways. They've always had some pretty good luck on day one of the Collinsville Holiday Tournament. And Josh, as you and I both know, the key that all the coaching staff may overlook, the key that all the fans may overlook, we want to win today to stay out of the back chin.
Well, you do. Because, probably a lot of listeners that aren't going to make the trip down to Collinsville because the dreaded back gym has horrible reception through with cellular service. Even the day of Wi-Fi and all that cannot help the back gym here at Collinsville. So, yes, obviously you want to win because you're here to win. But with all of the radio purposes and internet purposes and things like that, you want us to win today.
Railers and the Tigers getting ready for action on a Wednesday afternoon. We thank you for joining us. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Welcome back to Collinsville High School, getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. First we'll meet the Tigers from Urbana, and then the starters for the Railers. We'll get to those starting lineups in a moment. We want to remind you that today's tip-off is being brought to you by Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. You're invited to stop by now during the year-end event and save like never before and ask how you can buy new and not pay until 2017, plus see the all-new 2017 F-350s. Over 2,000 vehicles to choose from in the family of dealerships. Call Ellen Ackerman at 815-674-2038. Steve McCurdy at 309-533-4146. Or stop by the showroom located at 2301 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. You can also see everything online at jimexamus.com, and that's available 24/7. Looks like the starters for Urbana will be 5'7" senior Pellegrino Dawson, 6'1" junior Keanu Duke, 5'9" junior Tyron Pickett, 6' senior Mystical Suggs, and 6'2" senior Jamon Carter Grady.
They're not giving you any break on the names today. Mystical Suggs. Well, Jeff, it looks like the Railers in the first time this year, and the thing that doesn't happen very often, we may have a little size advantage today.
Yeah, the Urbana a little on the smaller size, but again, we also know how that can play against a speed factor.
Well, we've been undersized for a long time, and we've seemed to have pretty good success with that. So you're right. It doesn't always have to a big advantage or less of advantage, but you still got to play. Guys are still going to have to shoot the ball, and of course, teams like Urbana Southeast guys, you've got to really concentrate on covering the basket and getting back on. The Railers are going to have to run the floor and protect their basket.
Railers starting five, the same as it's been all year. 5'10 junior Titus Cannon, 6'1 senior Nolan Hullinger, 6'1 senior Bryson Kirby, 6'5 junior Drew Bacon, and 6'1 junior Isaiah Bowers. Railers in their home white uniforms with red lettering trimmed in green, green numerals trimmed in red, with the green across the shoulders. It'll be Bacon and Duke.
And we got a tip.
And Railers win the opening tip as we get started here in Collinsville.
Yeah, backdoor play. Railers, good. Layup, an easy score there for the Railers, so they got it going. Pressure defense, man-to-man defense from the Tigers. And of course, again, Jeff, when we get to come down here or play teams that aren't accustomed to us, the other night, I think was it Griffin maybe that smelled that out real quick, that play that didn't work. Just something a little bit different here. Tigers haven't seen us yet, and the play works easily.
Dawson works it over to the right side to Duke. Railers with an early 2-0 lead. Suggs, Dawson, now to Pickett. Everything around the perimeter right now.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's a couple feet behind the three-point line too, Jeff. It's somewhere where the Railers like to keep anybody they're playing against, keep them passed out, moved out behind that line, not on the line, so they're able to shoot it.
Dawson, little runner on the baseline, is up and good, so we're tied at 2. Minute gone by, each team with a basket here on the opening day of the Collinsville tournament. Kirby on the left side to Bacon. Between the circles to Hullinger, now to Cannon. And a blocking foul is going to be whistled on Urbana, first foul of the day. And that will go against the 5'7 senior Dawson.
Yeah, it looks like the Tigers really try to get out in the passing lane. There's just a couple passes that were almost stolen there by the Tigers.
Bryson around his screen, almost tried to free for a three. Isaiah on the right side, his three on the way, left it short. Rebound down to Suggs for the Tigers. Head quickly to Pickett. Gets through the Railer defense over on the left side. Duke with the layup's not going to go down, and Bacon comes down with a strong board for the Railers. Obviously, it looks, Josh, like Urbana wants to go.
Yeah, and they want to get to the basket. 2 times, couple possessions, and they got right to the hoop.
Bryson's three from the side is no good. Rebound, and there goes Urbana again.
Yeah, nice job by Titus of getting back on defense, stopping the basketball, stopping the point guard from going any farther.
6 minutes left, first quarter, tied at 2. On top to Pickett. Now right side to Suggs on the wing. Gets it inside to Carter Grady, off the glass by Bowers, is up and good.
Yeah, really, as you said, it's the name of the game for the Tigers is get the ball inside, and so far they've done that every possession. No long shots yet for them.
Isaiah dribbled it off his leg, picked up by Urbana. Turnover by the Railers. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Titus as he kept Pickett from crossing the timeline. First on Titus, first on the Railers. Just underway, 2.5 minutes into the contest here on a Wednesday. Driving baseline, kicks it over. Nice ball movement around the perimeter for Urbana. Suggs fakes the three, lets the defender go by. Three is missed, no good. Isaiah the rebound for Lincoln.
Yeah, push the ball here and see if we can get another set, run another set play. Something going to the basket, man. They're really pressuring the ball. I know Bowers and especially Titus can get to the basket.
Last game, Railers had 4 in double figures, led by Isaiah Bowers with 16. Bryson from the side, 3 off the back of the rim, no. Fight for the rebound, all Urbana. Dawson, quick as can be with the dribble. On the baseline, and he stepped on the baseline.
Yeah. You know, Drew has had some trouble down there. They gave up the baseline earlier in the game on the first or second possession, and almost was close to getting another foul there along the baseline, not cutting it off. Luckily, the Tigers stepped out of bounds.
4:40 to go. Bryson top of the key. He's going to try again. This one goes good.
Didn't like that side. Opposite side of the benches. At that time, we got Kirby top of the key from about where he likes it, about a step or two off the three-point line, and nice screen, and got that one to go.
Bryson's three gives the Railers a 5-4 advantage. Three on the way, leaning in, no good. Rebound to Cannon. Titus into the front court, coming this way for the Railers. Bryson along the sideline, brings the dribble back out. Now they work it around to Hollinger. Down on this corner to Bacon. Cannon over to Bryson. Back to Bacon, halfway through the first. 5-4 Lincoln the lead. Railers being very patient against this tough Urbana defense. Bryson fires another three, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, pass it around, and again, Kirby way off the line, which he's been shooting the ball a lot better here in the last couple games than he did really to start the season. And, boy, they've not been easy shots either. That was a foot or two off the line, and that time the Railers just worked the ball around the perimeter like they normally do, and Kirby with 2 in a row.
Railers with an 8-4 advantage, 3:20 left in the first quarter. Suggs, long top of the key three.
Yeah, and he's not been bashful.
Way short.
He has been ready to fire, has Suggs been, and yet to connect.
Drew Bacon will head to the bench as Ben Grunder checks in for the first time. Ben, the 6'1 junior, averaging about 5 points a contest. In fact, his last 4 games, he's had 5 in each game.
That's consistency.
Cannon into the front court, working against Dawson. Brings the dribble back out now to Grunder. Isaiah over to Hollinger. Nolan, a nice night with 4 threes in their last game. Grunder.
There's been, got to try and get to the hoop.
Titus with a little bump, kicks it over to Nolan for 3. In and out, rebound to Urbana.
Yeah, good look there.
Ball tipped away loose, but picked up by Dawson for the Tigers.
By Hollinger, and who has been shooting the ball better as well, but couldn't get that one to go.
3 on the way off the back of the rim, no. Fight for the rebound, it's Duke. He doesn't get it to go down. Tip try rolls off the rim. Still fighting for it. It's Grunder who comes out with it for Lincoln at 2:25 in the first.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ben square up on his guy here down on the offensive end and just get to the hoop. He's one of those guys along with Cannon and Bowers that can get to the basket against these guys.
Isaiah spins, strong move off the glass and good. Isaiah with 4. Railer lead is 10-4.
Good job, Hollinger.
Tick down already to 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pickett. Now over to Dawson on the left side, back to Pickett.
Yeah, Dawson and Pickett, really, their 2 guards have not looked to fire from the perimeter. It's been Suggs. They travel, looks like.
Dawson drives baseline again, cut off by Grunder and Hollinger. Fain. Now to Pickett. 3 on the way is up and way short, no good. And a rebounding foul is going to be whistled. And that's going to go against Bryson on the air ball. Bryson got whistled for a push in the back on the board.
Sloan set to check in. Who else was that? Jeff, who else checked
Zach
in?
Morris
Morris checked in. Couldn't get to see around the Urbana guys. So Morris and Sloan check in for the first time along with Bowers and Kirby.
Inside, the inbound pass is tipped away by Grunder, picked up loose by Morris, and now to Bowers. Over to Sloan. Far side to Kirby, back to Bowers. Isaiah crossover dribble. Bryson, another 3. Off the front of the rim, no. Picked up by Urbana. Looking to run, 2 on 3.
Good job by the Railers of getting back, Jeff. They had a big advantage there, 2 on 3, as you said, and the Railers did a great job of getting back and didn't even get a shot off. Now they've got to set up their zone offense, which has been a little bit off so far.
That shot off, but a rebound is going to be no good by Christian Dixon, but he was fouled on the putback, and Dixon will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2. First foul of the afternoon. Ben Grunder, 3rd on the Railers with 59 seconds to go.
One thing the Railers have not done well so far is rebound. They've got several offensive rebounds already, 5 offensive rebounds for Urbana, which has led not necessarily to a lot of points, but again, extra possessions and extra shots, and those will always come back to get you if you don't hit the boards a little harder as they get 1 free throw to fall off an offensive rebound.
10-5, under a minute to go. Railer basketball this year brought to you by Schneider Chiropractic Center and Grau Incorporated. Backdoor Sloan to Isaiah off the glass. It's worked again.
Yeah, two times backdoor, 2 times the layup for Bowers. So the play could work. It might work 10 times today if they continue to run it.
As you said earlier, Josh, the joy of facing teams that are very unfamiliar with your sets.
Yeah, you don't have to. A lot of times when you play Southeast or Springfield or those kind of schools, you've got to even code your plays differently, name them differently. Out here, you can yell them as loud as you want to because Urbana doesn't act like they know them.
15 seconds to go. Urbana the basketball. Lincoln with a 12-5 advantage. Working left side. Nice quick hands by Zach Morris as he kicks it out of bounds. 10.5 to go. Urbana will inbound right in front of the Railer bench.
Yeah, get on the boards here and don't let them penetrate. The Railers have done a pretty good job of it so far.
Ray Davis, 3 on the way, is up and good. 12-8, long on the way, off the backboard, no good. At the end of 1, Railers with a 4-point advantage. It's Lincoln 12, Urbana 8. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Second quarter of action underway, along with Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby handling the video duties here today. Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers up 12-8. Second quarter. Kirby, Sloan, Bowers, Grunder, Morris on the floor for the Railers. Missed shot by Urbana, but there for the putback is Dixon. Makes it 12-10, and he went to the line off an offensive rebound late in the first, and there he capitalizes on an offensive board and cuts it to a 2-point lead for the Railers. Grunder at the top of the key, kicks it back out to Kirby, now over to Sloan. Morris. Bowers on the wing, gets by his defender, pull-up jumper on the way, left it way short. Rebound, Morris almost had it, and then a foul is going to be whistled on the Railers, trying to keep Urbana from heading up court. Foul's going to go against Isaiah, his first, 4th on Lincoln. Drew Bacon in, Zach Morris out. Dawson, 5'7", and that may be stretching it.
Yeah, I mean, he is tiny. He might weigh 120 pounds, but he is fast.
Ray Davis, back to Dawson, 6:45 to go in the first half.
Kind of got that afternoon feel right now where the Railers have quieted down a little bit and have kept the Railer crowd out of it a little bit with a little run by the Tigers so far.
Try to get it inside. Too many Railer hands. Tip it away, and Isaiah Bowers out with it for Lincoln. Quickly to Kirby. Grunder between the circles to Bryson. Bryson comes around the screen, back to Grunder, and Ben's going to be whistled 4 steps. Fake one way, took a step the other way, traveling called. Railers this year brought to you by Headline Salon LLC, Lincoln Heating and Cooling. First of many here from Collinsville next 3 days. Dawson at the top of the key. Trapped in the corner. Kick it back out now to Fain. Dawson. Well, if nothing else, Josh, first 2 minutes here into the second, the way Urbana's been able to put up points, this game much, much better for the Railer pace.
Yeah, you're right. And 4 or 6 of those points have probably come on extra opportunities from the offensive rebound.
3 is up and good. Kamari Ray Davis, and his 3 at the 5.5-minute mark is 8 in a row for Urbana, and that gives the Tigers a 13-12 lead. Sloan, top of the key, over to Isaiah. Isaiah steps back, now dribbles in, kicks back out to Bryson. 3 on the way, up, in, and out. Rebound to Urbana, then it was off the foot, I think, of Bowers. Trickles out of bounds, and it'll go to Urbana. Sloan out, Cannon in for Lincoln.
Yeah, Grunder did a good job of going to the boards, but kind of mistimed the jump as it was a tall, high carom off the rim, off that shot by Kirby, and just mistimed it. He did a good job of coming to the rebound, just mistimed it, and then they got it, but it was out on Bowers. So the Railers have got to get a couple stops here.
Over in the corner, 3 on the way, up and good again. That's a 3 from Devonis Shaw. It's now 16-12, 11 in a row. And it's been their bench players, Josh, that have come in and done a lot of the scoring for Urbana. And then a steal by Dixon goes in for the layup, and he rolled it off the back of the rim. The highlight became the low light, and then it's tipped away from Bowers to Dawson. Bounce ahead, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Railers. Timeout's going to be taken by Lincoln, just a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Railers down 16-12. Railer basketball this year brought to you by the citizens to elect Kevin Bateman for Lincoln Mayor, AAA Windows, Siding, and Doors, and 5th Street Food Mart. Josh, you know, it's interesting with Lincoln being up 12-8 at the end of the first. The Railers have played 37 quarters this year and have only trailed at the end of 5 of those.
Wow.
And 4 of them were in the Danville game. So the Railers have been playing very well from ahead, but now we kind of get to see playing from behind because we haven't seen that much this year.
No, you're right, and that's a little surprising to me, that stat, and 4 of those were in the Danville game. So the Railers have controlled a lot of their games this year, and right now Urbana on a very nice run.
Titus tries to make a move, goes to the left side, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. And you got to believe in the timeout, that was set up for Titus.
Well, yeah, you're right. The play was set up to get Titus to the basket, but on the other end, Jeff, it's the Railer defense. You know, we did a great job in the first quarter, gave up 5 points, I think it was, in the first quarter. They've got 16 already, so 11 points for them halfway in the second quarter as Titus misses the free throw. But yeah, it's been a tale of 2 different quarters so far, and still another half left of the second quarter, where Urbana's really started to shoot the ball pretty well.
Titus misses both, came in an 85% free throw shooter. So after the 2 misses, Urbana with the basketball in the front court, and then double dribble whistled as Correz Anderson couldn't control the basketball. 4:12 to go. Railers yet to score in quarter number 2. Down 16-12. Kirby, 3 in the circle to Bowers. Isaiah on the dribble, now picks it up, back out to Kirby. Halfway through the second. Grunder. Ball trickles out of bounds off the foot of Urbana. Nolan Hullinger will be checking back in, and he will replace Drew Bacon. And is it doing any favors when Ben is that far from the basket if he's not going to be making moves to the basket?
Yeah, you're right. He's not gotten any kind of rhythm of going to the hoop. Kirby for 3, write it down.
Bryson Kirby, his 3rd 3.
Nice play out of the out-of-bounds play for Coach Alexander. Gets Bryson another good look at it, and he drains another one. So, boy, thank goodness for a couple 3s from Bryson so far.
And then a steal by Isaiah as he knocked it away as they tried to get it inside to Ray Davis. Railers down 1, 16-15. 3.5 to go. Hullinger on the right sideline. Back to Kirby. Titus hands to Isaiah, top of the key 3 on the way up, and good.
All right, a couple 3s gone down now. A little motion offense gets Isaiah a look right at the top of the key, and maybe that's something to get him going. He's been off a little bit. That's a charge. Yeah, good call. Nice take by Isaiah, too. Nice charge play. 2 good plays by the junior. A big 3 on one end and then takes a charge on the other, which he has not been shooting the ball well from deep, and maybe that's something that'll get him going here for a nice classic here for the next couple days.
3:06 to go in the first half. Lincoln up 18-16. That foul was on Shaw, his first. And as Josh said, Isaiah stood his ground, and that's one of the easier charge block calls.
Yeah, he didn't have to move too much, and Urbana guy wasn't moving much at all. He was going to go in, and it was a pretty easy charge play.
Titus in the corner to Bryson, looking underneath, but Grunder was covered up. Kick it back out to Isaiah on the sideline. 2:40 to go. Railers up 18-16. It opens up. Isaiah goes to the basket. And we're going to go the other way. Isaiah took a charge, and now he gets whistled for a charge. And for Isaiah, that's now his second with 2:39 to go.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy one, too. We saw that coming, and Isaiah should have saw that defender coming as well. That was coming right into right in front of him, and he could have passed out or pulled up for a jump shot. Now that gives Isaiah 2, so he's going to have to take a seat over by coach probably for the rest of the half.
Back out to Dawson. Railers with a 2-point lead, 18-16. This is game 4 of the 8 that will be played here on day 1 of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. 3 from the corner, long rebound to Dixon with those long arms. Goes up off the glass, and we're tied.
2 points, Christian Dixon.
Dixon has presented a lot of problems for the Railers in the first half. He has 5, and all been the result of his work on the offensive glass.
Yeah, he just did what Kirby probably should have been doing in the and before. He boxed Kirby out, and Dixon gives up a little bit of size there on Bryson, and just routed him out underneath the basket, and easy putback for him.
Cannon, here comes Bryson around a screen. It's on the way for 3 off the front of the rim. No. Rebound to Carter Grady for Urbana. Minute and a half to go. Pull-up jumper high off the glass. That's not going to go, and Isaiah wraps up the rebound.
Yeah, pretty good defense there by Grunder also. He didn't try to go for the block shot. He stood his ground and then contested that shot. Really hard for them. Backdoor Grunder.
Nice pass from Cannon to Ben with the left hand up and good.
We need Ben to be a little more aggressive now, especially with Isaiah. He's on the bench with, or out on there still with two fouls, but you can see the aggressiveness from him come down a notch when you've got 2 fouls. So Ben's got to kind of be that guy that takes over, especially getting to the basket.
50 seconds to go in the first half. Lincoln with the 20-18 advantage. Dawson's going to drive in, kicks it out, tracked down by Suggs.
Well, you really got to make sure Isaiah's smart here. 30 seconds left. You don't want your main scorer, your leading scorer, up until now getting a foul here with 30 seconds left to give you 3 to go into the second half.
Suggs almost walked, and then it's stolen away by Bryson Kirby, and he bounced it to nobody. Taken back by Urbana. I think he felt that Titus was going to be a little bit further up court than he was.
Push it.
And it's another steal for the Railers.
Yeah, so the Railers get a gift back.
Down to 10 seconds. Cannon into the front court. Looks ahead to Grunder. Down to 4. Grunder back to Isaiah. Looks at the clock. Down the lane. Finger roll over the front of the rim. Will go at the buzzer.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the way Coach drew it up or that was the play call, but we got it. And it's 2 points and a good job by Bowers of getting all the way to the hoop.
Halftime, Railers with a 4-point lead. It is Lincoln 22, Urbana 18. We'll be back with the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.